Then we'll actually stop playing and do the podcast. What you got?
Yeah, we're playing, baby.
Go.
Got any set cards over there, bud?
Wait, hang on. I do have something. Sorry, hang on.
Sure.
I'm going
waiting.
to... Can I hang on, I can activate
Yes, you can
attack
activate a trap.
at
Just
any
but just
time?
not the
Yes,
turn you set
Not
it.
the turn you set it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stop, defense, the Aquamador,
Okay.
Oh.
which has how much?
1200 attack.
I'm going to Witty Phantom that guy.
Okay.
So you take 200.
Nice.
Then I two-prong attack your dude. Get rid of my Phantom and my Soldier Stone. Actually, I get rid of my Mystic Elf.
Yeah, I was like, what are these stats you choosing? Interesting.
To get rid of your spirit guy.
Okay, give me a second.
You guys get to see a little bit of all the
In
magic's
response.
made.
I'm gonna play two-pronged attack, getting rid of these two, and killing your magic or monster reborn one,
Okay.
just to make it easier. And then I'll take
1550.
no more, 1750.
Yeah, 1750.
Okay, I'm at 4,300. My turn.
Yep.
1750, huh?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna play these nuts.
Yeah, play these nuts, baby. Problem.
The mountain gives dragons buffs, right?
I think
Yep.
so.
Okay, I'm gonna play a lesser dragon and play 2 dragon treasures on it and hit your flyer.
For how much?
2,000.
Oh my god, you're kidding me. Okay.
Go.
So I take 250.
Yep.
This is upsetting. Go.
Welcome to every match.
Wait, 2000 doesn't beat a soldier.
I'll
though.
set, and then I'll attack that face down,
Goodbye.
and then I'll pass.
Go.
I'll draw. I'll play Curse a Dragon, and then I'll attack your stone for 22, and then attack you for 2,
Yep.
and then I'll pass.
GG.
You got like 2 turns, dude.
Yep. This is
Can
game
you do it?
over. Go.
My turn. I'll attack the face down with Curse Dragon,
Yep.
and then hit you for 2. And
Yep.
I'll also play. Sorry, I meant to play this guy and hit you for another 1,200. I don't
Yep.
care if you can kill him.
He don't care,
Yep.
dude.
No.
Dude don't
Game
care.
over.
Dude don't care. Dude don't care.
No fucks
Over.
given.
Dude does not care.
What you
GG,
see.
bud.
You
Josh,
got
he
it.
doesn't care, dude.
Nice. All right, Tony, you ready?
To what?
Or am I playing our second match?
We're
casting.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
live right now.
All right.
I'll play you after. I need to win my packs off all you guys.
Yeah, huh.
It's make or break. If I draw Regeki, I win. If I don't, I lose.
Disagree.
That game was a nightmare. I drew the wrong half of my deck again. I either draw the good half or I draw the bad half. It's
Yep.
not either
That's
or.
Yu-Gi-Oh. That's early Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's all you actually. How do you guys like my idea for
Yes.
that multiplayer stuff?
I hate it.
You want to do it?
I'd like it, but I think there needs to be some like limitation, because otherwise everyone just builds the same combo deck and uses a combo piece in their command zone. So I think the commander needs to limit the deck somehow.
I hate it.
Why not? What would be the combo?
I'm not saying I know what it is. I'm just
Oh, okay.
saying if you have access to every set, there's got to be some combo piece you can put in the command zone.
Well, it's a singleton deck, right? It's 80 cards.
Yeah, but there's also a bajillion draw cards in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's break the format.
It's already been.
The only card that's
broken by
pre-banned,
ban
the only
list.
card that's banned is Fiber Jar. I'm not putting up with that shit.
There's way more that should be banned.
No, like no. You give me some examples and I'll listen.
Honestly, like
Why
It's not
Regeki?
Regeki. No, I was gonna say not Regeki, but Scapegoat. The
Why?
card is insane.
When you have 3 guys attacking you?
Yeah, card's insane.
You think Scapegoat's that good?
There's a reason it's banned in every format of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Is it really banned? Hold on. No, it's
The
not.
only one that's not banned in is Goats.
No, I don't think it's banned, dude.
Unless it got unbanned.
It was never banned. It might have been limited.
No, it was 100% banned.
I remember
Ain't
it
you
being
doing the
banned.
rolls for the?
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Yeah, Scapegoat's never been banned or limited. No, that card's bad,
Oh, it
dude.
was banned.
It's never banned. Mm-mm.
I know Monster Reborn is banned.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's an easy one. Like, Change of Heart, it's because, so, like, when they started making new effects, like, they didn't want you to Change of Heart and be able to sack the guy that, you know, that was, like, those are some bad things, but...
That's what you get.
Yeah, right now there's really not much of a ban list. I think
For
Monster.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's not that big.
I think Dante's limited to 1. A lot of it is limited.
Yeah, it's all limited.
I can't wait to get a change of heart, steal your guy, attack you with it, and then sack it to get my guy out. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, that's a fucked up one.
I hope Jeff is the only one that doesn't get Change of Heart.
No, I don't think Skibo was ever banned.
That's where it was at one.
Nah, it's a hindrance. Because I think Scapegoat you can't use them as tributes.
No, you can sack them to other things though.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, they clog up your battlefield.
Panther Warrior.
Yeah, they clog up your battlefield. That's their big issue. Why they kind of stuck.
Most of the bats comes in Metal Raiders, I do believe. Or is it Spell Rulers?
I think that's DRC. It's way later. It's in like Dark Crisis or something. Dark Crisis would have been cooler than IOC. IOC is stupid. Like Dark Crisis had some really good cards in there.
Is that the first set that started doing stuff with light and dark?
That was no. It's I think Spell
'Cause there
Rulers.
was the one.
Or
There was the one before IOC where it wasn't that bad. There was like a couple of cool
Yeah.
special summon guys that didn't break the game.
Yeah, like
I was
Freed.
like, okay.
That might have been Pharaoh Servant. Pharaoh Servant's has got some really big hits.
Oh yeah.
And there's like Chaos Sorcerer or whatever.
No, that's also an IOC.
Is it?
Yeah, that's why, and it's common.
Mm.
And it's just like the best thing to be doing because, you know, whatever. But like Pharaoh Servant or is it Spell Rulers? That's where they have the cycle for every, you know, like Mystic Tomato, Shining Angel, Mother Bear, all like that whole entire cycle.
Mm.
Kind of all
Yeah,
exists
'cause
there.
with Sangan and Witch of the Black Forest, they're in Metal Raiders. That's
Yeah, they got it ratted, but this format that I'm making, everything it places their original printing.
I use Japanese cards.
I guess it doesn't bother me.
Can't use them in actual tournaments because it's like something like I do believe they're like different sizes or something like that.
I just want to try it out and see if we can make anything happen.
Oh, yeah, I'd be down. I feel like it already, like a form of it already exists.
For multiplayer?
At least like a 1v1 version called, what was it, Deck Masters. It was based off the Arc in Battle City where you're taken into the virtual world.
Oh, cool. That's pretty sweet.
So you had to pick like a Deck Master. But I don't know if like there's actually...
Imagine having to be Penguin Soldier.
I mean...
What?
It was very fitting.
That one guy?
Yeah, the fat dude from the Villainous
He's
Five
like the...
or whatever.
Yeah, he's like the
The Big Five, that's what they're...
Yeah, there you go.
He's like the accountant for the company.
Yeah, I love the arc where they go into the virtual reality world.
It's so dumb. Noah is the worst.
No, not Noah. When Kaiba creates that virtual world.
Oh,
in
and
the
they
Big
fight
Five.
the 5.
Yeah, the 5-headed dragon.
Mm-hmm. It was like 3 episodes long.
Doesn't matter. It's cool as hell.
Isn't that where Mokuba is a woman too? In the
Yeah, he's a princess.
yeah, he's the princess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Kaiba makes him into a.
He's fucking. The dude's gender bending. He's a gender bender. He's got no problem.
Oh man, that was great.
Tolerant since the 90s.
Yeah.
Kaiba.
Kaiba's the shit.
the
I don't
best.
You know what I'm gonna
character,
do to
dude.
my brother? I'm gonna make him into. I wanted a sister.
There's like an
Oh.
episode where he spends all of his time and he's like he finally creates time travel and he goes back in time to fight the Pharaoh. He's like, "Hey Pharaoh, fuck you," and it's like, he's like, "I have no intention on coming back, but I'm here to defeat you." I'm like, "Well, we play with giant tablets, so okay."
My favorite thing about Kaiba is in a world of bullshit, he was just like, no, bro, you're either good or you're bad.
And he's like, "I also have money."
Yeah. Pay to win,
What
man.
the hell are you talking about? Mind destruction. Get out of here.
What was so like the end boss in like season 1 or whatever, where it's Pegasus? That guy's like, I made cards. He's just like, yeah, custom card creator. Fight me. It's like, oh, guess what? I have Toon World. Oh, and here's the rules.
It's
You
banned,
can't.
but I'm still gonna play it.
You can't attack it. It's like, what the fuck? That is the ultimate custom card creator.
I guess this was the first screen
Custom
looker.
cock.
He really was, because he's like, these have never.
Watching.
Yeah, fucking cheating, sniping. What are the cards I'm giving away today? All right, sweet.
And I like how Yugi wins that fight doing exactly what Mai did to Joey earlier in the season when she was using like her
The
card
perfumes.
face down without
Yeah,
it.
she's like a fucking dog. She's like, I sprayed each card with a different perfume. I have 40 of them. It's like, ugh, you hooah.
I feel like if they laid on top of each other like that, the smells would like
You shuffle it once. It's
yeah.
fucking huge
That's why you
pothole.
don't shuffle. Duh, it's Yu-Gi-Oh. You don't shuffle.
Well, you actually put it in the machine and it shuffles it for you. They do show scenes of them cutting each other's decks.
Yeah.
Like real integrity.
The only reason Yugi could draw what he wanted is that's actually what the Millennium Puzzle's power was, is he could will any card to the top of his deck.
cheat once or twice.
Yeah, duh, he could cheat 100 times. He could
Yeah.
be like, I want to draw all 5 pieces of his
Yeah,
deck
I
in
need
a
this
row,"
now.
And he would.
I saw a video where it was like someone just playing Exodia or whatever,
Yeah.
and he draws it on his open, or he plays a card that says your opponent draws a card and you draw 2, and he draws into it and he's like, yeah, and it starts playing the animation and then it stops and the other person's animation starts for him getting Exodia. It's like turn 1.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I have to link that. I want to see it.
I don't know where it is, but I love it.
What am I gonna?
Just like face instantly
Random.
drops because it's a tie.
Oh, you're still getting the card.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we have to do to punish Tony to give him Exodia?
Punish him. I've won. I'm undefeated right now somehow. I've gotten sick lucky.
Well, you technically lost to me, but then you were like, nah.
Hold on. I told you it doesn't count because I only had 23 packs.
Bullshit. You said, yeah, we're playing for a pack, and I'm like, cool. You're like, actually, no.
Oh, my bad. You can have the pack. I don't give a shit. Mine. I labeled all mine. I wrote
Play a
one
best of
pack,
one for that one.
Well, I would prefer to play best of one only because my deck it's no good for
All right,
best
fine.
best 2 or 3.
You beat me best 2 out of
I have to
3.
get really lucky.
That's because I'm a real skill gamer. Okay. Game one, game one, I laughed. You're like, what? How? I'm like, well, here's my secret.
Me and Josh are tied. We both only won 1 pack.
Nice.
Or no, Josh won 2 for me.
Ooh, I can't wait to beat Josh one more time after this podcast. Okay, are we starting or what?
Hold
What
on,
is
I'm
this?
making the
I'll be
wheel.
right
Just
back
shut
while
up.
you do this shit.
Dude, I could have played a whole nother match. with
My
Josh
bad.
While you were doing this, we could have been done.
Yeah, that's on me, dude. I fucked up. Sorry. Maybe next time,
Almost
bitch.
8 o'clock. Should I just come at 8?
You can do that. Yeah. All right. 185 is the new number. Here's the wheel. Let's get the
All right,
spins.
I want number 72.
Okay, fine.
Who's 72?
All right. So the first card up is Zapantral, the Hunger. I think it's one of the Dominuses from that set or whatever. Yeah, it is. All right, let's run it. Spinning, spinning, spinning like Garen.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're trying to do Inspector Gadget.
61. Who's 61? 61 is Dystopian World Games. Congratulations.
All right, you're right there. Just go to 72.
Okay, I think I spelled that card wrong. Remove that choice. Spin it again. This is for the Vault of Whispers foil.
You ain't gonna pick number 72?
I don't know. I don't get to make the choices.
No. We've done this before.
144.
I am an RNG.
144. Pete Cypress, you've won Vault of Whispers foil. Wow, look at that spelling. All right, next up is for the Slayer's Stronghold. That is like black and white from the vault.
All right, if I've ever heard of a card that goes to 72, that would be it.
Well, unfortunately for you, it's 39. 39, you won Vault. Or Slayer's Stronghold. Charmander Death. Oh, no.
So if you don't roll 72, we're going to have to look at 72 because I want to know who got screwed over.
Yeah, who's the dickhead? Next is the foil Saw in Half from Unfinity.
God, I got to play that in Legacy.
That card's sweet.
Make people mad.
Dual Caster Mage.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Saw in Half. 23, Michael Jordan. Bailey Cakes, you got Saw in Half foils.
And annoy everyone you know with it. It's great.
And don't mind my spelling.
My favorite card.
And the last one is Staff of Domination full art foil.
This is definitely 72.
Let's see. See if Jeff called it. Ooh. Ooh. 107. Not even close, baby. 107 is Kevin Yim. Congratulations,
Nice.
buddy.
Can you look at 72 for me?
Yeah, I'll do it for you.
Who is it?
It is Golden Commentator.
Okay, Golden Commentator. You can blame Tony for not getting a card because usually he'll take my number at least once.
Just one time.
But he sure didn't this time. So
All right,
if you want to
all right.
complain about him, you can do it in the comments.
All right. Thanks for everybody for subscribing. You guys are gonna get some cards sent to you, so we'll go over that in the show. But let's get it started.
I don't think everyone's here, dude.
I don't care.
All right,
Yeah.
hit the button.
We got the theme
Run it.
song.
You playing it or what?
No, not yet.
I was about to say, I don't see you streaming.
Oh yeah, I gotta share my screen with you, don't I?
Yeah, kind of.
My bad. It's amateur hour. I'm a little fuzzy. Share the screen with this. Go live. Make that happen. Did I do this already? I got to disable the camera. And then reactivate it on Discord so we're all together now.
Yeah, get me my picture on screen.
Yeah, I got you, buddy. Just gotta show my screen share. No. Confirm.
Who's the zombie? Oh, it's a Karen.
Yeah, it's Karen. And the last thing to do is turn on my dumb
and go
camera.
home. Give up and go home.
Yes, welcome to another episode. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Theme song.
Got it. Man, I like the title of this episode. It's just gonna give me good reason to not do it when we play.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh
I
yeah!
don't think you should do that during the title, dude.
Why not?
Well, that's gonna get it pulled. You're stealing that.
Fair use, okay? Fair use.
Fair use.
All right. Don't play again. And you are listening to episode 110 of Paper Player. I'm your host, Tony, and I'm joined with a full crew today with Josh, Jeff, and JB. And yes, we are going to talk about Magic here. But first, I just want to let you guys know, follow us on our socials, help us grow, especially in our YouTube. If we get up to 500, Jeff's got to stream until he beats the world record of nope, you said from bronze to mythic.
Do bronze to mythic.
Bronze.
Attempt.
No. You have to. It's you don't have. You don't get
go bronze to mythic, but I'm not beating the record.
I will buy you
That's
plenty.
fine.
I will buy you plenty of poop socks. You're ready to roll. We're good. But with that being said, thank you guys for subscribing. If you want to connect with us on socials, the best way to find all of our socials is through Linktree. Join us on Discord and so forth. And if you want to enter into our giveaway that we do every single week, which we just give away free cards, the best way to do that is to subscribe to our YouTube and then make sure that you make your public or your settings public. If you don't, I can't see you, therefore I can't pull your name, therefore I can't give you stuff. So if you want stuff, make it public. Okay. See you in the park.
I even want this stuff, so you want to make it public.
Yeah, make it public.
So
All right.
which account do we need 500 followers on?
YouTube. We're at 383.
Okay, I'll make some bots and we'll get in.
Nice. Thank you. That's what I
force them
want.
to do it.
Mhm. I got some guys that are like, "Hey, you want me to get you 1,000 downloads an episode, and just pay me $20?" And I'm just like, I don't want bots downloading my stuff. I'm like, where's it coming from? He's like, I don't know. All right. With that, let's get into some Magic stuff. And what's on your mind, guys? What do you got?
I played some MTGO leagues, legacy leagues with lands.
Yep.
Main board sphere. I am really mad at the client. I lost
Why?
one of my rounds because
Yeah.
someone played Council's Judgment against me.
Pretty good.
I had 3 construct tokens out when he did. He selected one of them, and I looked every way I could to see which one he voted on. And it showed, like, all 3 of them, there was no blue text marking this one has 1 vote. And I brought up the preview panel to make sure that I didn't miss it there, and I didn't see it on any of the cards. So it just said, Construct has 1 vote. So I picked one at random, and it killed 2 of them instead of 1, and then I lost.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I was pretty not happy about that.
The good old 2-for-1.
Yeah, get body, baby.
Yeah, so MTGO, please stop sucking on stuff like that, please, for the love of God.
You gotta take your licks, man. One of the things about getting into MTGO is you're gonna have to learn. Like, you're gonna have to lose, and the only way to learn
That's
is to
what I'm
lose.
saying is, like,
Learning
in
curve
that
is-
case, I went online during the match, and, like, I was telling my opponent, give me a minute, because I gotta look to see how I can see which one you voted for.
And he's like,
And,
go faster.
like, I was just digging around online for a couple of minutes, and, you know, everything I saw was like, oh, you should be able to right-click, and it'll say, in blue text, 1 vote on this card.
Right.
And nothing.
You got body,
Submit
baby.
it for a bug report, and then get your
Get a free.
reimbursement.
The funny part is I went 3-2 in that one, so I technically came out ahead anyways, but I wanted to be 4-1.
Yeah, well, you lose. That's what happens.
I learned
You
the
look
hard
dark.
way. I learned the hard way never to play Infinite Life on Moto.
Oh,
Josh
dude,
did
that
a
stuff
league
was so
with
stressful.
the Heliod toolbox deck back when it was good.
You went to time every
bad.
single game.
Well, not even that, but we gained Infinite Life against Ponza, and we stopped at like 200 life, and they still ended up killing us because we stopped at 200.
Yeah, that was like one of the things I think I hated the most about that. It's like, guys, I was playing Twin on there, and the guys were just like, because he would have like a Soul Warden in play, so I had to like make sure I beat him with a Pastormite. And I'm like, geez, please, just let's get this over with. But yeah, guys are just the worst in that way. They no, just concede when you're supposed to, but people are like, it's part of the client. It's like, okay,
It's scammed. All right.
I'm like, good practice, good practice.
Dude, when I see people playing those LED decks that take 1,000 clicks, I'm like, I don't know how you do this. I could never handle doing this on
Yeah,
MTGO.
forget all that noise, dude. You don't want any of that smoke. You don't want any of that.
Too much.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so I'm mad. MTGO. F you. If it was a learning experience of like, oh, there was a way to see it, I'd be like, okay, fine, that's on me.
They do a cool thing on Arena, and I'm anti-Arena, but they do a cool thing on Arena when you do something that's like unintuitive. They're like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you want to target your own thing?"
Yeah.
You sure about that?
So that way newer players don't get ruined.
Exactly. You don't have the feel bads, but
It's like a good and bad thing. It does handicap people sometimes.
yeah, for sure.
Or slow them down.
Yeah.
All right. Josh, what's on your mind? I know you had some hotness you wanted to talk about.
I was just going off about misprints. What are you? Or I didn't play any Magic over the last a week. I've been busy, but what are your guys' thoughts on misprints?
Like the misprint community?
Just like misprints, no, not like the community. Like, well, I guess like that is involved in that.
Yeah.
But like, what do you like? How do you, if you were to come across a misprint or like whatever, how it or like
The only ones that are cool.
Are they desirable to you?
No, I wouldn't go out and get one. Like, I have no desire to go buy one. But if I opened one in a pack, you better believe I would show it off. And I'm not talking like crimps.
Right.
It depends on the misprint. I really like the double card ones. I think those are really cool.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't even mind the ones where it's showing the border of the card next to it. I like those.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
NFCs are stupid. I think NFCs are really stupid.
NFCs.
Like not that.
Yeah, that's dumb. Like that's someone purposely making it.
Yeah, I got a sheet. Yeah, not cool. Those are just like dumb.
As far as crimps, I personally don't have any interest in them, but if people like them, like whatever, I don't really care.
That's like the most common one, and it's really just like boo.
So that's my problem is like, I don't mind a crimp that's like halfway down the card, but there's too many people who are like, look at this edge. And it's like the minorest millimeter on the top that has like a little crimp. And it's like, don't stop posting this.
Yeah.
Right. Even like
some people want it, man. Like, and that's
what I don't
niche.
get is like, why do you want it? It's like, to me, a lot of it is like, this card is damaged, or like this card is.
In that case,
but that's just like a personal outlook. Like, I'm sure there's things that we collect or like that people go, why? Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people that look at us and go, why do you collect Magic?
People would think I'm insane for altering my duels.
Yeah, like,
whatever.
It's all what you're like into. And
I get it. I also like when I first started, I thought I admit that I thought misprints were cool or whatever, and I wanted to collect them or whatever. But now I just like. After like, I guess maybe now it's just like the internet, and I see more of it now, and it's like people are like, you know, like the little sticker on the bottom of the like rares.
Yeah, where it's
now,
shifted
like,
to the left.
Like it's like it doesn't fill the circle properly, and people are trying to get like a premium on their card. I'm like, oh my god.
That's just lack of knowledge.
I'm kind of glad for the internet, because I know you were talking more like, because you're like, oh yeah, when I first started, I thought it was really cool.
Right.
With alt arts, when we started, there was barely any like alt art artists out there. Like, there was no real way to get alt arts other than like knowing someone locally who was like, yeah, I'll draw that card for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
or going directly to the artist at like GP
Con or something.
Yeah.
But it's really cool that we have that option now, and like that's kind of what the misprint group is for. It's that option is now there for people who are like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool, because like I scour the alt art things every day basically to find things for a couple different EDH decks.
Yeah.
Like
I just like looking. I'll admit I like to look, but like just like seeing how like. And like the post that triggered me actually was like a Pokemon post of like an obviously fake Pokemon card, and this guy was trying to say, I found this misprint card in my collection and I want how much will you guys pay for it? Obviously fake, you know?
Yeah.
But like just like the influx of like new people now, like there's like an obvious influx of new players.
Yeah.
And like
I think that's the one problem with it.
And then like it's just I don't know, so over my head now.
That's the one problem with it, is like those super minor crimps, people open them and go, oh my god, I got a card that's worth so much, and it's like on a common nobody cares about, and it's like, dude, why are you posting this? Like, I'm sorry, but this is
nothing. If no one wants to pay the price, it'll eventually come down. So
yeah, there's I've seen some really absurd ones just because when I worked at a store, and when I traveled buying and selling Magic cards, you just like see the most obscure stuff because people bring that stuff like, hey, no one wants this. And the craziest one I've ever seen was the front side. The card was longer than a normal card. Like clearly, like this was like a go into a destroy pile, but someone picked it out of the garbage. The front side was like an English. I forget what the front side was, but the front side was English, but the back side was a goblin sharpshooter that was Spanish. It was so bizarre, but it was printed on the back. I was like, how did this even, like, I don't
I think there
understand.
was a set of those. Like, I think there was more than one of those that got out.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. Like,
But that's like a different kind of misprint that I am all right with, because
Yeah.
that is like
that's something you can't
unreal
even
rare.
play.
yeah, you'll never find it in the wild. And yes,
It's kind of like wanting to get the. I wanted to get the 8th edition Forest test print,
oh yeah,
which
yeah.
has like it looks like Future Sight's border.
Yep,
Oh
on
yeah,
the
I know
side.
what you're talking about. There's like a Birds of Paradise too.
that's
Yeah,
the
and
big
they're
one.
like a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that should be my Forest for
They're
lands.
like
is that
they're like
8th edition.
they're like 8K a piece or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're highly desirable, hard to get, and
And they're known. And
Yeah.
that's the difference, is like some of those things are like just known because they're just rarities or whatever.
oh yeah,
Like misprint rarities are like shouldn't have left the, like the foil. And I mean, this is kind of getting away from like misprints into other territory, but like
Like rare, like obscurely rare collectible Magic cards.
yeah.
when everyone sees the foil City of Traders and they're new to the game and they're like, what, it's just a City of Trader that's foil, and you're like, that set was not in foil.
Yeah,
Or
it's,
like or a text or the textless Gaia's Cradle.
Yeah. But that's a lot more noticeable because it's like, yeah, that's not supposed to be on a Magic card.
yeah. Until
I've heard that there's like a stack. There's a guy who has like a stack of that textless foil Gaia's Cradle, like a stack of 100 of them,
Mhm.
and he lets one go every like 3 or 4 years for like back. This was like 2012. Every like 3 4 years for like 8K back in those days prices. Now I can't imagine
Probably
what he's
like
selling
20.
them for
yeah.
if he has them now,
So
or if this guy alleged like mystery man exists.
yeah, when we got into the game,
Of course, though.
aside from like misprints and oddities like that, the pimpest thing you can get was foil Japanese. That was always like the most desirable thing, and it's because of the scarcity of it and the way it looked. People just like the way that the text look.
Well,
on that.
it was weird because back then you weren't really able to ship overseas, and you had to have like a proxy buyer, which would pick up cards for you locally and then mail them over to you.
Yep.
So like getting those cards like Korean or Japanese or whatever was like almost impossible for the average person.
Yeah, you had to honestly know people that were going to pro tours, and then like there were
They
a couple
would have connections.
Yeah, well, and the people from like that were qualified for the Pro from Japan would bring that stuff, knowing that people are paying like crazy. Like for
Well, there
it.
was articles that were written way back when about, it's called arbitrage, which is like, bringing something from one country to another to sell. You buy lower here, sell higher there.
Oh yeah,
And like you can still do it to this day to a degree, because there's certain things. I was reading into it, and again, we're getting way off topic, but
this
I
is
don't
fine.
care.
Throw it.
This is what a podcast is for.
Yeah. Dude.
I was reading some articles on some people who would go to Japan, buy EDH staples because everyone in Japan doesn't play EDH. Like the community
right.
is so small. So
Yeah.
all the pricings for EDH cards over there are a lot lower than they are in America. And they would take American tournament staples in English. I should say English cards, not American.
Yeah.
English cards over there and sell them because that was the premium, was like, oh yeah, I want it in English. I want it in the language of the game.
Yep.
And so they would go over there, sell English cards to the Japanese, and then pick up, English or Japanese cards that were EDH staples and bring them back here and make fat bank.
Oh yeah, dude. It was nowadays the preferred version. Honestly, is English. Like nobody wants foreign cards anymore, and it's because
It's very true.
Well,
Like, as someone who has like a stash of like expensive like Japanese and Russian like lands,
Yeah.
like just at the last convention I went to, it was hard to move those like Russian fetches that I was trying to move.
I think it's connected to the newness of like not newness, but the sheer amount of card volume that's coming out. So the standard player base that is committed to the game, like I don't have like I used to have a knowledge of every card that came out. Like if you were to talk to me during like Scars of Mirror through New Phyrexia, during that standard, I knew what every single card did, and it's because there was only 3 sets. And there were 2 small sets and a big set. So it's like there's only 500 new cards coming in the game per year. Now there's 4,000 in a year. Like I just can't keep up. So like things need to be in English. So when someone plays a card, I gotta go. I need to read this because I may not have come across this. Right. So
Get ready, bud.
and that's just the way it is.
I am excited to Gen Con's coming up in 2 weeks. I'll be
I wanna go
leaving
so bad.
on Wednesday in 2 weeks
Nice, man.
to drive out. But I'm hoping last year the trade game was pretty slow. I'm thinking this year it'll be better just because I think more people will be there.
Like,
And-
if that Magic Con was any like indication, I think it'll be good.
If you have
Yeah,
a chance, buy Lorcana boxes and trade those Lorcana boxes for Magic cards.
No. So
No, just there's a weird premium on that stuff right now.
I know. So I'm actually I've got enough Japanese stuff that I don't want to play anymore. That I'm actually gonna make a binder that has those specific like tournament playable Japanese cards
Sure.
to take, which is kind of a new thing for me, and I'm hoping I'll at least find one or two real interested people.
Yeah, for sure, man.
We'll find out.
All right. All right, let's get into show notes. We got custom curations. Why does Arena have no chat? The set's spoiled. We'll talk about some of the prices. Yeah. Crew caption contest, which you'll see kind of in the beginning where I did that Karen. I had some fun with that stuff because some of the cards just kind of allow you for a caption contest. Do not buy or return your pre-orders. And then the most guild ally guild. So mainly I asked you guys earlier in the week to think of the most Azorius card, the most thing, but I didn't. I should have said the most blue-white card, the most, the ally colors. So versus
Yeah.
Azorius cards, are just like, this guy represents Azorius because blah, 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 blah. But yeah. All right, let's get right into the customs because there's some fun ones
You
this
love
week.
them?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty
Or
good.
you don't know them?
All right, so the first one off is a land. It's Corsair Canyon, and the guy made a cycle of them. It comes into play tapped, and it has tap, add red, blue, and then it has raid. When this enters the battlefield, if you've attacked this turn, create a treasure token.
Dude, this card's good.
It's really
Card's
good.
insane.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It incentivizes attacking, so it'll get bodied control decks, but
Kind of cool.
This card's busted.
I don't think it's crazy broken.
Right, I like this card.
You get a treasure for playing a land.
Yeah, but it's essentially the mana that you would. I mean, it ramps you
You have
one.
to attack. It gets you out of main phase 1. This card's entire. This card is totally printable.
yeah, it's printable, but
Okay.
I think it's really strong because what's weird is I was like, oh, it goes in creativity, but I was like, how does creativity attack?
Yep. Nope.
So, all right.
I give that card an 8 out of 10.
That's great.
Why? What? I get it. This
Yeah.
makes sense. Get
All
out of
right.
here with
I'll
that.
give it an 8 out of 10.
Another fertile
Yeah, okay.
glade. It's a land. It enters the battlefield tapped, and it adds green. And then whenever you cast your second spell each turn, add 1 mana of any color. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. This card's busted.
Good fun. Busted.
Yeah, dude. It's like the combo city.
How?
It's like an ancient tomb. It's a delayed ancient tomb.
It can only trigger once per turn.
No, I know.
This
But if
card's
you have
okay.
3 of them in play, you now
guess.
yeah. So obviously in multiples, this thing would be just ridiculous. You're like, all right, I cast my second spell.
Oh, I forget. I guess I didn't think about it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, Manamorphose, and I'll have
So if it
5
was
mana.
A legendary.
Well, pretend like there's a cycle of them. But I was like, this card's
This
not
card's
right.
okay. It's okay.
It's definitely like
I
one of
give
those.
this card a 6, 7-ish out of 10.
I just thought like maybe they should have put maybe legendary on it or something along those lines. But
Or this can only be played in a commander
It's a
deck.
cool card, though.
yeah, for sure. All right, next one is Form of the Obliterate, and they couldn't get all the words on it
Just got an
because
8 out of 10 from me right away.
it's black, 1. So it's 4. At the beginning of each end step, your life total becomes 5. Super big negative. And then whenever a
I was supposed
source,
to say form of the obliterator, but the text got cut
yeah,
off.
that's what's funny. And then whenever a source, it's an enchantment. Whenever a source deals damage to you, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. So
This card
Yeah,
is
this is just with the cycle of like Form of the Dragon.
Does Form of the Dragon
It was,
make-
like Form of the Dinosaur?
does Form of the Dragon make your life total become 5?
Yep.
Man, I didn't know that this cycle sucked
Oh,
that
it-
hard.
It was terrible.
Yeah, this one sucks.
card's- No way, this card's good.
So
No.
if you air 20 and you play this card, you go down to 5.
Mana. 5 mana.
And then they hit you
Yeah,
for
it's
5,
great.
and you lose, and
Right, that's what it's like with all of them, but it's still fun. It's still a cool card.
Yeah,
play
yeah.
black, white, and you play life gain.
The
You
other
play
ones would
this
say something
card.
like
It doesn't
that,
even
like,
matter
I
if you
can't
life
attack
gain.
you or something.
At the beginning of your
What
end
is
step,
it?
it goes to
And-
5.
Oh,
Yeah,
each
the-
end step.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
forever. It's all the time.
Yikes.
So if they get you down to 1, you're like, I'll gain 4 life. Suck it. This is when you got to play a fraction on life. But yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
those crazy combos. But yeah, this card's boo. All right, Sliver Mount Turner. So there was a guy that was like, these are all the slivers they should have printed, blah, 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 blah. And sliver design's really easy. All you do is just take the newest keyword and slap it on a sliver and you're done. Like, so stop
This is the old
designing.
keyword.
Yeah, but stop designing sliver cards because they're pretty easy. Oh, this one's got undying, and then if you have this sliver and the undying sliver, they combo.
All the forms also had an additional ability. Like the form of the dragon says, creatures without flying can attack you. So that black one would have something. Or wait, it does.
It did.
It did. It just every time you took
damage, they sack permanents, but
Yeah.
you're dead, so
Yeah.
it doesn't
But
matter.
that's like what the. That's just like the same. Or wait,
yeah, it's bad.
there's also the at the beginning. You so it would have been. Did like target player loses 5 life or something is what it should have said at the beginning of each. At the beginning of your upkeep,
Yeah.
because the form also shoots something.
Oh, it
Yeah,
does.
but
Okay.
It got
Form of
two
the
abilities.
what
It's
was
got
it?
two
Form of the
abilities.
dinosaur or whatever that one was, the green one. It
All right,
didn't
it's
deal
bad.
damage.
Yeah, well, this one's fartsome.
They all have abilities that
That's
pertain
fine.
to like
So I read this card and I was like, is this card busted? So it's just a burst of creativity, which is red and 1 sorcery. Materialize the top 3 cards of your library, put them onto the battlefield face down. They are artifacts with no other types. So you just literally put 3 artifacts in play that don't do anything.
Artifact, yeah.
I wonder if that's good. I can't tell if it is. Cause,
I'm sure someone could find a way to make it good.
well, it's obviously it would be busted with the indomitable creativity because you now have 3 targets for not having to put crappy cards in your deck like Dwarven Mine or whatever the hell that stuff is. You just go,
Well, Dwarven Mine is a land though, so it doesn't matter that much.
man, it's fetchable too because that whole cycle was. But
Yeah. All the other cards in it do this, but better most of the time.
so the weird thing about like materializing, right? Like these artifacts, if you have a way to blink them, that's like when it gets degenerate, right? Because they come back flipped.
because then they come flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd have to find ways to do that, but it's just like I don't know. Since
oh man, only if a card like Ephemerate existed.
well, that can't target artifacts because they're just artifacts.
Like
Like,
the
you,
risk-
This is true.
you have to target things that like that can hit specifically whatever.
Like
They have
was creature only.
Flicker was
No,
any,
Flicker is
it's
permanent.
it's permanent. That's why it's so dope. You'd be like,
But
I don't
it's
want you.
end step, it comes back, right?
Yeah, still.
Brago.
Brago's a
if
big
you were
one.
like, I'm gonna materialize this Eldrazi.
All right, but yeah, this one's
Brago does
medium.
it.
All right, Mind Seize. This is black for a sorcery. Your opponent reveals their hand. You may exile a card from it. As long as that card remains exiled, you may cast it. That card and use any type of mana can be spent to cast it, and then you also lose two
What?
life.
Nope.
Yes,
So
because
this
Thoughtseize
Thoughtseize
needs to be
5-8?
better.
That's
This is
black.
not better.
Five
This is
through 8?
worse.
Yeah, I think it's bad.
that really?
I would
It's
I
black.
would instantly play Hymn to Turok in Legacy over this by far. And even in
Over
Modern,
Picking?
I would not want to be
Over
doing this
Picking?
turn 2.
No way. I think this card's good.
Yeah, I think this is great. You could turn on Thoughtseize, turn 2 this.
I mean, you're better off just playing Dothio Voidwalkers, right?
Yep.
I
Dothi
guess
Voidwalker
Thoughthy
or
wouldn't be...
And then
Oh,
you
these
can
are
follow it
nasty.
up
play
with
both.
I
Yeah, you
guess
could.
This is just Voidwalker on a spell.
It's well, Voidwalker. You don't get to target their hand and make them discard a card, so they don't get the lost advantage on that. Voidwalker, like the second ability of Voidwalker, is so like underrated. Like you just get to cast a card for free. You don't have to spend mana. It's like what?
You get him so good
Him
with it.
having Shadow is super unnecessary.
I like that he has Shadow because then he can't block my big fat guys. People,
Yeah, but
you know how many times
also,
people have
like, if you
attempted to
don't
block
have
with that
fat
card?
Guys, you're getting beat for 3 every turn.
Just watch streams of like the NRG. It's so funny watching guys trying to block with that card, and it's like you can't. They're like, oh, I thought I had a block. I was like, no, Shadow's a weird ability. Like, Shadow's just one of those abilities that they probably
Can't
shouldn't
interact with creatures not of the
Yeah.
same color.
Oh
That's it.
yeah!
make. All right, and then the
Yeah, I think his card
That's
sucks.
No,
that's
it's they
fear,
don't have
Jeff.
Shadow.
That's
I thought.
fear, JB.
You're thinking
That's
of
fear.
fear.
You're thinking.
Shadow can only be blocked
Only
by
Shadow.
only
Shadow.
only things I don't know. They whatever. The sun is their worst enemy. And Rain the Brain Drain Crane.
I like this name.
Too much.
Black 3 legendary creature bird flying. Whenever an opponent casts a spell or activates an ability that targets a bird you control that player to the end of turn.
What? Yes,
What?
100%.
This is pretty great.
Print this card.
This card's so
please.
sick.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
You want a Swords of Power? You want to bolt my birds of paradise? Guess what? I'm taking your turn.
I I mean, the bird still gets bolted, but you get to control the rest of their turn.
The brain, rain, the brain drain crane. Just
I like this.
it made me laugh. I was like,
End of turn, swords of plowshare.
yeah,
Print it, baby.
yeah, printed baby. All right, sweet. Those were I like
That's
that
a
one.
printable card, I think. I think that's a printable card.
Yeah,
No.
why is it not printable?
No way.
Your opponent has
Why
to cast
not?
something against it, so they just play a 5-mana 3/4 like cool deck, like sick.
Right. And then at the end of your turn,
Yeah,
or
I'll
you
bolt.
just swords
Or
plowshare
if
and
you
it-
don't have a
and it dies.
swords or instant speed removal and you're playing a sorcery removal, you get your turn taken.
Yeah.
That's fine. Then you just block it.
Like 6/3/4.
Don't you have removal?
Yeah.
Dice
Right.
for removal.
This would be one of those cards that you like play in your EDH and you like
I
give
like how we
you
give
give it away.
Tony the chance.
To
we
what?
give Tony the chance to play his little soundboard and he never does it.
No,
There you go.
No, I like
It's only when he wants it.
I
played
like the new
he
soundboards I
remembers.
got going on. Like
And
this.
because of Jeff, I love paper players.
Yeah, thanks for the shout out, guys. Commander Clash. All right.
All right,
Love you,
next.
Seth.
All right. Insert more colors. This is the theme I had from last week. We're not talking about this. Whoops. Does Arena want chat? Yes.
Oh my god, dude, I thought this was like, what would Arena chat look like if they
Oh,
did
it'd
it?
be
Let me show you.
It would be Xbox.
It'd be worse
360.
than this.
Let me show
Read
you
it out
this.
loud.
Worse
Read
than
the
this.
chat log out loud. Read it
Yeah, I
out
will.
loud.
So these are from MTGO screenshots of just people either bickering or somebody being really, really, really dickish. So the guy goes, yawn with your mindless aggro loser deck, and then the guy responds, doesn't seem to be losing, and then lawful. I said loser deck. Nice aggro get talk for a douchebag low life. You're all, and then the guy says, you're all evidence or all evidence so far suggests that you're the loser here. Let me know when you don't smoke a net deck poll. We'll play again, maybe. Wolf. I made my deck. Yes, all of those tier 1 vampire decks. I don't smoke net deck poll. Completely overrunning standard. So who is the
That's
real
something
loser
my dad
again?
would say.
Yeah, all day, dummy. You must be a noobert. I can tell by your net deck and smart face. Have a bad one, net deck poll lover.
It's something my dad, dude. He's playing against my dad.
Go for it, 35-year-old narc. Pussies like you make Magic a dick sucker game.
Oh my god! Wow.
What a... Okay, I have not had one this bad, but
Oh,
I
I've
did.
had some bad ones.
There was
before.
one time where I was playing a guy and he was just going to town and I was just like, yep, in the chat, and he just kept going. It's like, get it all out.
I always just reply, I'm telling. And then like, I'm telling.
And then they get even madder.
Yeah, they're like, go ahead, pussy. It's like, all right, I'm still telling. Here's some more.
Okay, go
Well,
for it.
I read it
All
He
right.
just wants to read off
right
all
now.
Yeah.
these. So he wants to say all these bad words and not get in trouble because
Yeah.
we're just reading
So,
from somebody else.
Red text is the angry guy. Hope you are crying now. And then blue guy goes, you're taking this game way too seriously, dude. Red guy, no, I am not. Your deck is 100% BS. Blue guy, you should probably step back and reevaluate things. Red guy, and you know it. And blue goes, it's a control deck, not as annoying as Ran. And then red guy goes, your ass for playing those Zagards, because he misspelled card. He's not able to type anymore. This is exactly what you wanted to happen because you're an evil sob. No other reason to do this. Your mom wouldn't be proud of you if she was still living. You probably a good thing she's dead now. I can't see what a piece of shit son it turned out to be. And then blue guy just laughs, and then the red guy goes, "You're laughing at your dead ass mom or your dead mom. You are evil. You should have been the one to die of cancer and bought your mom." Okay. And then this guy replies, the blue guy goes, you probably shouldn't play Magic if you're going to get this tilted just playing against a control deck, dude. The red guy, world would be better without you. If you have a gun, load it tonight and put it in your mouth and pull the trigger. Arena, let's get that chat rolling.
The problem
Let's get the chat rolling, dude. Let's get it, please,
problem
dude. I
is,
want more like
there's so
arena
few
chat
people
videos.
who play MTGO compared to Arena, so could you imagine the amount of casual people who get mad at stupid plays that
You
would
ever
go
play?
insane?
You ever play 360 back in the day and play Halo or Call of Duty? Because that's what Arena
Oh,
chat
yeah.
was.
I used to love
Oh my god!
the messages that someone that like even though like my brother was deaf, so he had that little keyboard attachment so you could type out things. People would type you these essays in like the hard way. You're like, oh my god.
Oh, dude, I got really good at using the analog stick to type.
Yeah.
Same. Oh my gosh.
There's another
You
one.
got the one you added in the corner, or wait, no, that was the last one.
Yeah. Red guy and green guy. Red guy, you okay, mate? Green guy, you fun. Have fun wasting other people's time. Red guy, question mark. You're the one doing nothing. Green, with control. And then red guy goes, first time playing it today, actually. Green, that's all control is, waste time. And then that was pretty much it. That was a very tame one. But
Right.
I love it.
these ones.
Oh my god.
Decker,
Yeah.
Decker.
The guys that always are like, you're net decker.
We got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, I enjoy
love it,
those.
I think Arena should have 10. I would like just for like one day, just to, like,
That's
test
already
it out.
toxic with emotes.
I was about to say, I had a guy rope me for like a half an hour.
Oh my
Just
god.
constantly
Could you imagine
spamming
people
emotes.
purposely roping to get people to respond?
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be terrible, dude.
Yeah.
Every game I would rope.
You know how many accounts would have been banned by now? It's just the
Oh,
sheer,
yeah.
like the sheer amount of people
so
get.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, man. All right. There we go. All right, into the set spoiler. The whole set's spoiled. It's all reprints, and there's some bangers in there. I think the EV is pretty good on it right now. But the packs being as high, you have some really huge misses, such as Flapper Dapper Bird and what's the other card called?
Flapper Dapper Bird.
Yeah, the 4/8 Zakama or whatever. What's that card? It's the 4/8 double striking flyer. They print it like in every single commander. It's had like 13 printings in the last 3 years. But all right. So right from the get-go, you have some pre-sales that are pretty high. Nothing breaks over 100, which is like pretty interesting. And if you don't have a Mana Crypt, good luck getting one now. So all the cards that like didn't hit on this like Masters set are spiking right now, and that I don't know if that's like a knee-jerk reaction or just because everybody's like this false scarcity and everybody wants to become EDH. But you have Jeweled Lotus at $68 that you can get. That's like the lowest price, and then you have Doubling Season, which always, dude, Doubling Season is like never played anywhere else but Commander, but people love that card.
What about the green one, the artifact, the World Tree or whatever?
That one, the Great Henge, it's
No,
at
you're talking
25.
about Great Henge.
Yeah.
It got like a half reprint with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Ur-Dragon at 44. You have Avacyn at 47. I didn't know Avacyn was that high, to be honest with you. I thought that card was like bulk.
That card,
Oh, I knew.
that card also
went and
gets
built my
printed
angel
in
deck.
The angel, I don't understand it, but
Yeah.
angels.
The Great Henge, I
hope
take that
it
back.
does.
Great Henge is 43, and then like the one of
Hey,
the
dude, I think the Great Hench is more than that.
this is I just took these
Oh,
recently.
what
for
I'm saying
pre-sale.
is when you said 25, I was
Yeah,
like,
my
oh,
bad. Yeah. And then Fierce Guardianship, which is the hit, which is like the rare hit that you want to get. That whole cycle is pretty good, actually. Like they
Yeah.
did really good on that cycle.
Collecting SWAT and
Yeah. But
hey, look, there it is.
yeah. All right. So the caption contest. I just saw these. This deflecting SWAT art. If you don't go and buy this like on release or whenever this is so printed, like I think this art is gonna be like $100, and then the regular one's gonna be like 20, which is kind of how I feel about like premium cards. Anyways, like they should be.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. But
Good.
you guys are gonna come up with captions for the cards I revealed to you. These are all cards.
Me or them?
You guys. You like as
I
in,
already,
as in.
I already submitted my one for this.
Oh, wait, what about this? Then I already had that one. That's another example. All right, Chandra Legacy Fire. Why do they have this thing in this set where the art has to cover the words? Like they do that with like 6 different cards in the set.
Border break or whatever, breakout.
Yeah,
art or
it's
whatever.
really ugly. But
Frame break. That's what it's called.
All right, link me these cards. I'll do it.
here, Chandra Legacy of Fire. What do you think it should be?
Oh, right now?
Yeah, it's live, dude. Get going.
Oh
What is
man.
what is the Scarlet Witch quote from the movies? I need one of those.
I feel like this should just be captions saying when the world's burning and you don't care.
It's pretty good. I like it. It's like who's that? Is this
That's
Einstein's
Goku.
wife? Not Einstein.
Yeah.
Not Frankenstein's. I don't know how I got Einstein and Frankenstein mixed
Brian
up.
Frankenstein, you mean? That is the movie.
Yeah,
That
so-
exists.
Yeah. So,
Dude,
dude, this
you are
art.
asking me to be off the cuff, and I suck.
I
at
have
being off the
everything
cuff.
under control.
Yeah, that's nice.
This
These
is
are-
Scarlet
As
Witch
all her
quote.
friends are burning behind her.
I fight for my friends.
Right, that's a good one.
Yeah. All right. God damn it! Did I screw this up?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I think I did.
Nice.
Way to go.
What's this Gatewatch beacon? Give me something on that.
For the Gatewatch beacon? Or
Yeah.
A zombie?
Gatewatch.
I only wanted the drop because it just made me think about Illuminati. All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here, hold on. I gotta. Oh, maybe it worked.
Oh, it's
Hold
a
on.
comma.
That was a bad one. Whatever. We're just gonna run it.
Done. Nope.
Yeah.
This is a failed segment. Get out of here.
Yeah. No.
Failed segment. No one wants it.
Yeah,
Not feeling it.
Yeah, this is weak. I thought this would be funnier. This face though.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
I do these faces. I did like that one that
my captain for
posted
both
it.
of these is when the DJ drops a banger.
Who was the one that was like, I forget. Was it like when she
the
asks
elbows
you
kick
over?
I like it,
Yeah,
Sean.
the one night stand one. Or
Yeah, I made that.
And she keeps sucking.
that was a good one.
Yeah.
I was in on that.
His face though. Oh man, that's a rough face. This is as bad as I get. All right. I thought this is. I thought this
Nope.
was-
That's a bad one.
What about this one? You're gonna watch MLP with me?
Oh yeah, is that what that is?
Yeah. Please read my hentai.
It's about to say, let me show you my fan fiction. There you go.
Just say, no, I got the 2 tickets to Barbie, please.
That's pretty good. All right, that's the end of that. All right.
Yep.
The pre-cons we've
Failed
had.
segment.
Yeah,
Mark it up.
that's
Failed
fine.
segment.
Never try again. You guys aren't good off the cup. I thought this was gonna be like an episode of Leno where we're like,
I'm better at like insulting. I'm not good at like coming up with like, yeah,
Fine.
like stuff like that.
Dude, you know me. Have I ever had
That's why.
Quick thought.
Here we go. Here we
a
go.
quick thought?
All
I got
right.
brain damage over here.
This
Leave me
is so
alone.
terrible.
So the pre-cons, they revealed them. Well, at the time I was making this, it was 2 of them. The third one's revealed today, but they're not a premium product, but they definitely come with a premium price. And these mana bases, like for the sliver one, is like actual dog shit.
Groceries.
I can't believe that they were like, yeah, we're gonna print these. It's like you couldn't throw in like a triome or something. Like what the hell is this? Like it's
Like even Murmuring Bosk.
yeah, like it's so bad, dude.
But you
Remember
get
when
2
Mystic
planes
Gates
at
were, like,
$1.74.
$80 or whatever it was.
Yeah, how are the planes the most expensive?
$1.74.
Yeah, dude. If there's one thing they can do better on these for sure is just make a better mana base. At least this one comes with like a Mystic Gate, and that card was like hot for a minute. And
Yeah,
like,
it's like $40-$50.
yeah, it was. It was like they just. I think they need to. Here's the thing with this. Oh, go on.
Go ahead.
No, you got
go
it.
ahead.
Okay, fine. All right. So I think the thing is like, Wizards of the Coast. They have this thing called like reprint equity, meaning that they need to have cards to put into like to be in a reprint slot, so people go and like chase it. Like the last set had the Legends, like they had like a Chase Ragavan that was like $50, and they purposely don't put good lands in here because they know at some point we're gonna want shock lands again. When the shock lands get $40 to $35, I guarantee you, as soon as like a Watery Grave or like a Steam Bench hits or a Breeding Pool hits like $30 to $35, it will be in the next year's set. Always is.
No. They don't know the secondary prices. They can't know it because it'll turn into gambling then. They totally don't know what the
Also,
secondary.
like the equity problem really isn't a thing for them because they just keep printing more and more like valuable cards that will need reprints, so they aren't really worried about that with like older cards.
Well, let's say they come out with the set, right? And like the set, like let's look at Strixhaven. All the cards in Strixhaven are basically bulk, right? But the thing is, like one of the key things that sold that set were the mystical archives, which they threw in your demonic tutor, they threw in your time warp, they threw in like your classic cards that you'd want to go and get that are just like these chase cards that always exist.
Those
That
are all EDH chase cards though.
well, that's the point. So like, what are the things that people want the most in EDH,
All
right?
formats are
Yeah.
shock lands, but like
Yeah.
I don't know, like I don't even need shock lands, man. Give me check lands. Like they don't even have those in here.
Yeah.
They give you the temples, dude. Those first of all should be downshifted to uncommon.
They really
There's
should be.
No reason those cards should be rare.
100%.
They suck.
And not to mention this set is focused on commander.
Yep.
but you gave them a worse mana base to play commander with than you did in the Lord of the Rings, which was technically modern.
Yeah.
They needed to
Commander.
make money on
The
that.
What is
mana bases in those were perfectly fine. I
Yeah.
was cool
They
with those.
needed
They
to
were
make
playable.
money on the Lord of the Rings set, but they knew that this set would sell itself.
Fair
What
enough.
is the name? What is the name of the land that produces any color? Ancient Ziggurat.
Yeah.
Why is that not in here?
It's a $5
In the
card.
sliver one,
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Sliver one.
There's
That's
plenty.
like,
They have Path of Ancestry in here.
And unclaimed territory.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they should have Ancient Ziggurat in
Me,
there.
I
too-
agree.
Me too. You're right. I agree.
or like one of
Like-
the rainbow lands, like
Just
the,
like fill the deck with
City Brass.
those.
You can
Who
even do
wants-
Reflecting Pool. That card's not even expensive, and it's been printed a bajillion times.
Like, but like a Mana Confluence is like a $45 card. Why is this not
Agreed.
in here? Like this deck or City of Brass.
Even if you don't want to be ridiculous, it's like, yeah, City of Brass or like Ancient Ziggurat. Like those cards are great for a deck that's filled with creatures that have crazy color
Yeah.
like costs.
So I think the worst part about this deck is you have dual lands that you can go get, but you can only get them with tapped fetch lands. So like get the play a fetch land that's tapped, then next turn crack it, then go get a tapped dual land, which is like the Prairie
That's why you
Stream
should've
and all that.
put
It's like
Ancient Ziggurat in there.
what were you thinking, man? It's just a terrible mana base, dude. This thing sucks.
Everybody who's listening, stop buying temples because these shouldn't even be worth 30 cents. They should be like a penny. Like,
Yeah, they're not
stop
worth anything.
buying them.
But yeah, these are ugly. And
What you got for
then
me?
the one card that before the spike, this was like a $12 card, right? And then it spiked because it missed the reprint.
Yep.
And now the cheapest versions are like $45 because if you're gonna play a sliver deck,
should've been
you
stupid.
need this. Just
Why
Why is
wouldn't
that
you?
not included?
In a set that's meant for reprints.
and
In a
it's
deck that's all about slivers.
Yeah.
What
and
the-
there's
Yes.
like it's not like you're gonna get another chance to see slivers anytime soon.
well,
either,
the
so-
card.
little did you know, throwing all drains was invaded by slivers. No, I don't know.
Slivers are going to be the new bad guy.
This is
but,
coming in a
like,
secret
that's-
layer. Guarantee it.
That like sliver army token this hints at like slivers on Amonkhet. So if we do go back there soon,
It's
and
just
that
so
they do like that
irritating.
army mechanic, so I can see us seeing a return to that army mechanic in a standard set very soon.
Yeah, for sure.
What was the last standard set?
What
The
was
last-
the last what?
Standard set.
Uh,
I'm blanking.
all
Oh,
we
March
want?
of the Machine.
yeah, March
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Machine. The tag team set that was cool.
So yeah, our end game has happened. So new villain needs to come around.
Yeah, slivers have the slivers and Eldrazi's team up. Make the
Or-
5-color guys
Or
team
no,
up with the
isn't
colorless
it
guys.
Neferi the new villain or something like that. I don't know.
Who just
Isn't there already a sliver Eldrazi?
Well, there's a
Is-
playtest card.
yeah, there's that one.
JB counts those as real cards.
Yeah,
I do.
JB also alters his cards to be Japanese.
yeah, he doesn't count. All right. So if you look at this this Planeswalker list,
With no cool planeswalkers.
yeah,
You get a Chandra.
Yeah, I was super. I was like, as much as I dreaded it because Planeswalkers are terrible in EDH, I was like, oh, maybe they'll come out with like a new Planeswalker that's really cool. Like, I look forward to getting this deck, and I'm looking at it, like, I'm going to proxy it for when we play.
it
I'm
sucks.
not buying this. I'm not buying.
Well, I'll buy these at like $55-$60. I won't buy them at 80,
Sure,
100.
not at 80 or 100.
Unreal.
Yeah, it just
So
feels
that-
bad.
It's not even worth $40.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all
And
the
only reason Chandra is $12 is because she's new, and give it like a month, and that card will be like $2.
yeah. It's pretty rough, dude. You do get
Awakened
the
Inferno?
the Awakened Inferno is like $12, yeah.
Well, I was about to say that's an old card.
Well, it's older. It's from M20, but still, it's
Oh wait, that's the mythic one that can't be countered. Right?
Yeah, that's the one that gives
and
the
I
Oh,
like
emblem.
never mind. I thought it was the
tokens.
one that you were asking us to like come up with a caption for.
no.
no.
That's in there. The Legacy of Fire. That's that one's in
Yeah.
there, and then there's like 3 Jaces, 3 Nishandras. You know,
Show me how bad my deck is gonna be.
Hold up. I have a question.
Yeah.
Why could they not put Jace the Mind Sculptor in here?
good question. It's a chase
Where's
card.
a Johnny Vengeance? Give me a Johnny Vengeance.
That too. Like a Johnny
Okay,
Vengeance
no-
would have been fine.
Yeah, Johnny Vengeance is a great one.
It's like $10.
Like Jace the Mind Sculptor is what, like $30 at most right now. And
What is the?
I think it's still 50.
It hangs. It's in there.
It's
People
still-
have
it's a
price
card
memory on
that,
that thing.
like,
But yes,
It's
I
like-
understand what you mean.
it got replaced in every format by the Ring.
Yeah. MTG Commander Masters decks. Like, I want to see these deck lists because
No, you're right. Oh my God.
What is?
What?
Jason the Mind Sculptor's $20.
Yeah, it's
Told
bulk.
you.
It's bulk.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It's a
Alright.
Fall from Grace, baby.
The ring was the last stretch, man. Like 4-drop that can go in every deck and draw just as much as Jace, if not more, and protects you better. Why not?
Yeah, the ring is on everybody's radar right now, and nobody wants to admit it because we're all having fun with it. But like that card,
It's busted, bro.
very good. Like
Modern.
we're
Busted.
there's gonna be a
All
time
right,
here.
show me what's in my deck. I want to know what garbage.
What did you get? Do you have the Enchantress one?
No, I got the
Colorless one?
brown. Yeah.
That's
That's
not
fine.
that comes out tomorrow.
Oh. Either way, I ain't buying it.
Watch it has an ancient tomb, and everyone's gonna riot.
Yeah, that's the one that everybody suspects is gonna be the most expensive one because like Colorless doesn't have like a good deck. You're right. Yeah, the new general that came out with it, everything that costs 7 or more has
Yeah.
Cascade. That thing's insane.
I'm gonna play Karn,
All right.
Liberated, and
So
Cascade.
they've revealed 3 of the decks. And with those 3 decks, you have
We get the colorless one tomorrow. They would have
Yeah.
spoiled Ancient Tomb right away.
yeah.
They were
I don't
like
think so.
excited to like. They're just there's no Ancient Tomb in that deck.
The Snarls are in here too. These things suck.
I still think they're better
The
than
Snarls get
Temples.
Downshifted. I think the Snarls got downshifted.
No, they're still
That would
better.
make me laugh. But at least the enchantment deck, this one's actually like I think it's a cool deck. Like honestly,
Agreed.
like I like this version of this.
It's your
But
deck, bud.
I got this one.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, dude! It's got the where's the exclusive cards? That's the things I want to talk about. Oh, let's go to Mythic Spoiler then. Do. Come on, you piece of shit. All right, because there is a card that they revealed today that I'm like, hey, is this busted or not? I can't
All
tell.
the 2-drop.
Yeah, that card looks sick, dude. Like I think that's really good.
I
It's
like the 12-drop.
that one's cute. I don't know if it's good, but it's definitely cute.
What do I play in lands?
All right, here we go. Newest spoilers. So we'll go right from the sliver one, I guess. So they made a sliver that's not a sliver, like
Yeah.
this biologist.
Oh, this card's cool.
Yeah, allies finally has a good general because now you can make allies. So maybe that's like the new set, the new villain for
I
slivers.
kind of like it. It's a 5-color that you can use for any creature type as a 5-color general.
Yeah,
It's
He
another
definitely
Morophon.
ends up like becoming a sliver eventually.
yeah. This card, it collects them or whatever. But
That person, she eventually will be like her next iteration. Will be her as a sliver.
yeah, Recur Rommel, the biologist, 5 colors, and you choose a creature type, and then slivers and non-token creatures as you control. So hold on. Okay, so it triggers off her ability. I was like, that sucks, but okay. All right. Medium. It just changes it changes your deck into if you want to make like allies, you can everything is now an ally in your deck, and then on top of that, like you get to create a sliver who's also an ally. So
And then
interesting.
you get to play sliver. You get to put slivers, and you get all the sliver abilities with your allies.
Yep. They said they spent a lot of their the art budget on redoing all the slivers from like M14.
No, you wouldn't. If all your creatures are allies, slivers specifically say slivers.
Yeah, but this one says slivers you control and non-token. So like when you make a sliver, it's a sliver and it's a sliver ally.
And then your allies are also slivers.
Oh,
Right.
to their,
No, it doesn't. It only works one way. So it comes unless you come in and name sliver. So like if you come in and say sliver, then your slivers and your non-token creatures, so allies, would be slivers. Now if you name ally, your slivers are now sliver allies, and then every other card that's not an ally or already an ally is also an ally. So this is just like the best. Like
Oh yeah, if you say ally, then you can put slivers in your deck and give all your allies death touch or whatever.
exactly. Yep. Or no, you'd have to say sliver for your allies to be slivers.
Yes, so
Shit,
what
that's
it is,
right.
it
Yeah.
works the other way.
Yeah.
Your slivers will get the ally abilities, your allies will not get the sliver abilities.
I'm
Yes.
sure there's already combos up with this. Shit,
Oh,
though.
100%. It's auto. It made sure to not trigger on tokens, so you can't do infinite loops with like tokens. But either way. These cards kind of all suck. It's just here's new slivers that do something. This is a draw sliver. Yeah. This is a replicate sliver that people like, which is every sliver has replicate. So if you have tons of mana, you can triple and quadruple. The card's really fun.
With the
white one's cool.
With the green sliver, with the one that adds mana.
Gemhide.
Mana Weft or Swift or whatever. Those ones are great. Yep. This one makes armies. Another one gives +1/+1, and then you become the monarch. So that's cool. That one's nice.
We're gonna have to beat up Josh again.
So they basically this is the first time they've done like slivers that have multiplayer mechanics, right? So like this is their way of like tossing that in there. All right, and then
how come there's the one that goes into the dungeon? Take me to the dungeon.
Yeah, no kidding. These are in there, but these are in the main set. These aren't in these decks. These would have been nice to have.
Why?
Because they're stupid.
Why?
They gotta sell packs.
They gotta sell packs. That's why they're. Yeah, I know. Then you have this whole thing. This Guff rewrites history. It's just mass chaos warp or no, chaos warp.
I do like that card.
Card sweet. Watch beacon. You know.
There's something I want to do in EDH. It's so.
I do like the blue guy.
Yeah, this guy makes all your things into Stormcrows, but better 3/3s I guess.
But they didn't put Sarkhan in here, which does the same thing.
He's in the deck.
Oh, he is. I thought I didn't see.
No, he's in there. They have this Vronos though, which everybody's like, "Hey, he was killed by Garrick." No, you can't.
He looks cool, but his abilities are subpar at best.
He makes it so your best planeswalkers survive because they phase out. That's really all he's there to do, is to give phasing to planeswalkers. Some stupid Phoenix and this Leori, which is the thing from what's that that dumb guy? I can't remember his name. Yeah, I can't remember. Dude, the new planeswalkers just don't stick with me. I don't know what it is. I can't remember.
Oh, Luca.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, medium and best. They also this planeswalker deck, this 3-color planeswalker deck doesn't have Ghostly Prison or the other taxing one, propaganda. They have a version of it. They have a 2-mana 0/4 that makes
Why wouldn't they give you those?
I don't know.
Why didn't
They're not
this come
expensive.
with the Planeswalker card that puts one into play? Also, another perfect chance to reprint.
Oh,
Yeah.
the puts an enchantment into play.
No, there's a Arena Rector and then there's Academy Rector. Arena Rector grabs a planeswalker and puts it into play. Yeah. Pretty lame if you ask me. They could have thrown a card. There should have just been something that was cute here or something desirable.
Why wasn't an Ugin put in the Planeswalker deck?
I don't know, man. Ugin retains like a $25 value.
Ugin's coming in my deck.
Yeah, baby. He might get.
Ugin would have been a great ad for that deck.
Yeah. If all I'm saying is if the Eldrazi deck doesn't have All's Dust, you might as well just pack it in. Like, who's your design team? I will replace them. I will make everything better by a lot. It's not even close. If you guys can't figure that out, get bent. All right, so the enchantment one came out today.
That's this instead.
Yeah.
Boom pile.
Yeah, no kidding.
For the Hell Vault is really cool.
Yeah, super cool.
It
It comes out. It's defeating Grizzlebrand. It looks like, and then it comes out successfully.
Literally, what the battle at the Hellbout was.
Yeah, that's super dope. Like this saga, I like that you did an Avacyn, not like a full-fledged Avacyn, but it's an Avacyn. So.
Yeah, it just doesn't have her.
See the token? The token looks cool too.
Yeah, the token's really dope. I don't know, it's somewhere in here.
If you click the card, it'll probably show it to you.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what happens. Nah, it's somewhere. You can. It's on the main site now. Where the deck lists are.
The green card,
All right, let me see. Keep going. Sliver. Why do these do this?
Dude, that Sliver Army that I was talking about. Where
It's super cool. Yeah, it's super dope.
Got bullet tones.
The slivers. That's how they got out. Here, they get these.
But that also means if they're going in Lazotep, that means they probably went through they could be anywhere.
Hold on. Does
in
this?
the multiverse
Are you
right
telling me
now.
this does not have? Okay, it does have proliferate. I was like, if this deck doesn't have proliferate, they really screwed the pooch on this one. Here's that Avacyn. Super cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
This looks awesome. Good thing. The card I want to talk about is Composer of the Spring, which is green and 1 for a 1/3 Satyr Bard. It has is it Constellation? Constell? How do you say that? Am I saying it right? Constellation?
Constellation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. If you control 6 or more enchantments, instead put a creature or land from your hand onto the battlefield tapped.
Nope.
You don't think this is good?
Nope.
Really?
I thought it said draw a card and then play a land.
Oh, pff. I mean, that's okay. A little busted. I like it with
You have a 3 mana thing that does exactly that.
what, that draws a card and puts it into play.
Yeah, draw a land, reveal top card. If it's
Talking
a
about
land, put it
Earl?
in play. No. The elemental.
Yeah,
Reveal the top card whenever an elemental comes
That's
in.
only when. Yeah.
Reveal a
Yeah.
card. If it's a land, put it in play.
Okay. I just like
That's why
this.
I'm like, I don't care about this card. It doesn't draw cards. It's bad.
Well, it does make it so your Urza Sagas just get to trigger, and if you are if you're an enchantment deck, you can then get to play an Urza Saga, get the trigger on the stack, and it's uncounterable, right? And then you get to sneak a creature into play, so you can put in I don't know something.
Why?
Trader Hoof.
Something. I don't know what you would put in.
Raider Hoof.
You can put any creature in. So you just make an enchantress deck, and then you don't have to actually spend mana on anything. You just go, I just play a enchantment, and I have a card in my hand that wins the game.
Oh, garbage.
And even with
I think it's just good at ramping even. Like, you play this turn 2. Let's say you go turn 1 elf, turn 2 this, you play Urza Saga, you now get to play another additional land for a turn.
yeah, I like it with this enchanted
I
evening.
mean, sure, in EDH, whatever.
Well, why not? This is like a mana bond right here. This is a
Yeah.
mana bond combo.
Yeah.
The real combo is an EDH where
real,
your entire deck is permanents, right?
Yeah,
And
you play,
You can the draw card one, the
Primal Surge, man.
you can do that, and then Eidolon of Blossoms, and then you can literally just turn.
an enchantress or whatever.
Yeah, you just I think Argothian Enchantress is when you cast an enchantment, right? It's not when it enters the battlefield. But
Cast.
yeah, the green one Eidolon. So I don't know. I think this card's. I'm curious on if it can do anything with Urza Saga specifically.
It'd only be able to in Legacy, though.
Well, right. That's what I mean. It's got the mana base for.
bad.
It's got the mana base for Legacy. What are you talking about?
True.
Like it's. I mean.
Slowly got the stats of Dreadhorde.
Oh. Yeah. I want to try this card. I don't know where the home is for it though, but I'd like to try it. But all right.
Good luck.
I know. A boy can dream, Jeff. A boy can dream. All right. Last thing I want to talk about today
I gotta
is
get my list.
the most allied the most allied colored card. So we did this last week. We talked about what we thought was the most color, or the most is color, and we have Azorius. And I don't know what you guys came up with, but these are the 4 cards that I thought were the most Azorius.
Yeah, I picked Sphinx's Revelation, and I was thinking Absorb as well, were the 2 that I was... And, like,
I had
the problem...
Absorb and Dovin's Veto.
Yeah.
My problem is, I was looking for a card, because based on our description of what a white card and what a blue card was, I could not find a board destruction that gave you card draw,
Okay.
or a board destruction that
depop-
also countered.
Is it Depopulate, where it's...
That's white,
5
too.
mana? Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess that's true.
So I still think Sphinx's Rev is probably, like, the closest to
I
it.
feel like no one's going to agree with mine, but all I can picture is Teferi.
That's a good one too.
It's the
I like
That's
most
really good.
blue-white card ever.
Yeah,
It
it is.
stops
Well,
your opponent from
it is
doing stuff.
definitely
It draws
Teferi.
you
It's
cards.
definitely
It
Teferi.
bounces
The
stuff.
5 mana. The 5
No,
mana.
3
No,
mana.
the 3
3 mana one,
Yeah.
3 fairy.
Everything that blue-white wants to do.
Draw a card, bounce a card, play
Yeah.
its cards at instant speed. It's got a lot of stuff going
Stop
on.
your
Everything.
opponent from playing. Like
Yeah.
it literally is the embodiment
It's
of what I think
Teferi.
of for blue-white.
Eh.
Yeah.
Hard to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, once it resolves, your opponent goes, I want to lay. No, I can't. Oh, I want to. I can't. So it does all that stuff.
Nope.
Oh, I've casted so many lightning bolts into that stupid card.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. Maybe it probably is Teferi, and then I want to say Meddling Mage, but so many like artifacts do that kind of effect now.
Yeah.
Like
Like
I
I
think
still don't
Sphinx's
think
Rev would-
taxing is
Dovin's-
white only.
Dovin's Veto.
Taxing is a brown thing. Not a
yeah,
white
that's
thing.
okay. That's
It's
fair.
both.
That's my problem.
Gain life and drawing cards. Sphinx's Rev is probably the closest, or countering and gaining 3 life. Absorb.
Yeah,
Those are both great.
Absorb will be closer if you want to go for that.
What
But,
about
like,
Dovin's Veto?
The open
Yeah.
veto is just negate. I know
with
it's
the silence stapled on it.
well the can't be the can't be count. No, that's not that one. That's render silence. Dovin's veto is just like can't be countered. And that clause is on like that entire the entire
That-
Ravnica
that
cycle.
clause
And,
is
and there's
on
a bunch
lot
of
red
green
cards.
cards and a bunch
Yeah.
of green cards.
Yeah.
Color by break. Get it together, wizards.
All right.
On to the next one. Dimir.
I had Drown in the Lock.
Drownalock's probably the closest, or Ashiok.
So I got an interesting take.
And I had Ashiok too.
Yeah.
Do you know what Brine Shaman is?
Okay, explain it.
No. I've heard that name.
It's a mono black creature with a blue ability
Okay.
that is like 2 blue and a colorless. Sack a creature, so any creature,
All right.
counter target spell. So it's got the sack abilities of black that everyone knows.
Yeah.
Like, you know, doing things with creatures on your board and sacking in order to gain advantage. And then it has the counter stuff of blue in
What's it called? Brian?
Brine Shaman.
There's also Notion Thief is a good one.
I honestly agree with the Shadow Mage Infiltrator.
That's a really good one too.
Nah.
It's got fear
draw
and draw a card. That's
Fear
exact-
is like, yeah.
Well, it's fear before fear was like a keyword, and then they made it
Yeah.
intimidate.
But we're talking like what we were talking last week. What does black do? It does board sack stuff.
To pump
Yeah,
creatures.
but-
This is an
Like,
old.
we're-
Holy crap! This is an
Yes,
old
it
card.
is an old card, but I'm saying that is 100%
It's also a
in
cleric.
line with the colors.
That's fair. That's fair.
The other card that I was thinking was Perplex,
Mm-hmm.
which is a colorless, a blue and a black, and it's counter target spell unless its controller discards their hand. So that's like the discard effect or the counter effect in one.
Yeah.
Those, I mean, you guys, I'm not talking about like iconic cards. I'm talking about cards that match it the most.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fair.
I understand.
Is milling not the? Well, I guess milling's
No,
more mono blue.
Milling is blue.
Okay. Just
And I was
mono
looking
blue.
at a bunch of blue-black cards that were like counter spell,
didn't-
mill, or remove a card, mill.
When I was thinking of cards for these, I wasn't thinking like, all right, it's blue. It has to do what we said
Nah.
last week.
Well, they have
I
a
was
plethora.
thinking
That's
more
Nah.
of what the combined colors.
That's what I
like,
say,
felt like
too.
it did, yeah.
So I think
That's why I
No.
think Shadow Mage Infiltrator.
And I knew that's why we would butt heads, is because I was like, I know I'm gonna pick things that are based on what we were talking about
literal.
last week. Yeah, last week
Okay, well-
versus what Dimir has become because of Ravnica.
No, not become what Demir always has been.
What? Well, because of Ravnica.
no.
Ravnica
It
Dimir
existed
is what
before
you're looking at.
Ravnica.
Yeah, you had yeah, there's
Shadow
a
Mage Infiltrator is way before.
yeah,
Ravnica.
Psychotog too.
Yeah, but that's not. We never ever talked about Shadow or Unblockable,
Oh sure. I mean, that's why I would.
like Fear. We never talked about Fear as like a black thing. I mean, obviously it is,
Yeah.
but
So, I'll say Ashiok just because it does mill. It has a ley line of the void tax, and then Dimir spells typically.
Ashiok.
Yeah, that's
No
the dream.
way.
This dream
If you're
render.
gonna pick any of these newer cards, I'd pick Drown. Well, not newer, but if you'd pick any of these, I'd pick Drown.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think Drawn and Lock's my number one pick just because it has counter spell, and then it's like Doomblade and counter spell on the same card, but it has the stipulation that you need
And-
your opponent's
and-
graveyard.
Blade wasn't a black.
I was about to say, and it has
It
to deal
was
with
a-
the
it was a close
graveyard,
second.
which blue mill stuff.
Yeah. Played a lot
But
of
I mean, I'd still pick like Brine Shaman or Perplex.
I almost thought about Hostage Taker too, because that's become like Demir's, or that's like become like a
They've
Demir
always
thing.
been the snatching
Deal.
type.
Like
Stealing things.
Night Veil Spectre was the first one. That one was hard as hell because you actually had to have the colors. Or one of the first ones. I don't know. My vote is, I think it's, to me it's Ashak just because Leyline of the Void and players can't search. Or opponents
Like,
can't search.
I mean, if you're gonna force me to pick one of these, it's gonna be.
You don't have to pick one of these. You can keep yours. That's why this isn't. We are
You
coming
can
of this.
keep your guess, man. or
Your Brian Elemental?
your
That's
choice.
My
This is
guess-
It's wrong, but you can keep it.
That's right,
This Brian Shaman is so weird.
dude. Look at it. It
I will
is.
admit it's a very.
It is a
very
black blue card.
black,
But
blue
it's
card.
it is it doesn't hit non-creatures.
I know.
So
Still
yeah.
counters.
you spend mana for cancel. All right,
Yes.
all right.
Cancel, but only creatures.
Yeah, it's real bad. All right.
It's bad. but I think
Rakdos. All right. So
it's- Okay, I had Blighting. That was my first.
Blighting
thought, was
is like
deal direct
Oh.
damage, make them discard
yeah.
directly, all of it.
I had
Yeah.
like Terminate as unconditional to get rid of this, but Lightning's probably a better choice.
Lightning's probably the right.
Lightning's like, oh well. I mean, we all have I have a soft spot for that card. I would love for that card.
amazing.
I want that
Well, I
card to
mean,
get printed so bad.
It's literally Bolt plus Mind Rot in one.
Yeah.
It should
it.
be Power Crypt. It should cost 2. Terminate,
Dude, that card actually
terminate
would be
mana.
nuts.
Yeah, it's right there.
Terminate
Cruxa.
mana.
Yeah, they did
Terminate
Cruxo.
mana.
Yeah, 2 mana right there.
Crux is pretty nuts. I looked at the price of Cruxo. What do you think it is?
It's like 35
like-
bucks.
$3.
It's cheap as shit.
It's $3 for a
Look at
Croxa.
For the.
I'm glad I got rid of mine.
Look up Arrow's
35.
price.
He's like $10.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mayhem Devil might be like the new Rakdos identity because there was like
I was
Rakdos Sack.
thinking, I was
Let's
thinking
look
of
up,
Sire.
Sire.
Sanity.
Yeah.
The Strixhaven treatment is what happened to Croxa.
Oh
Yeah. They're like, yeah, but that card was like, that card was expensive because it was like during the pandemic when that set came out, and nobody was really buying cards. Yeah, and now it's just like, oh, everybody's got this card now, and it's here we printed it again. So it's hard to argue with Lightning, dude. It just really is. It's Myrot and Lightning Bolt, or it's Myrot plus Lava Spike in the same card. Plus, like, I really do have I love this card.
Oh, agreed.
I just can't believe I can't ever find like it's just not playable, which makes me sad. But
Bloodbraid Elf into Lightning's got to still be good.
yeah, for sure.
All right.
Gruul has so many different abilities, dude.
Dude,
Dude,
okay,
hang on.
I have the
And
ultimate
my card's
Gruul
not-
card.
And my card's not on here.
I
Yeah,
swear to
my
God,
card's
if you
not
say
on here.
Minskin Boo,
No.
Nope.
I'm listening. What's your card?
Zerta Druid. It's a
I know what it is.
green red for, I think, green red 1 or green red. It's a druid that you can tap for a green, and then when it untaps, it deals a damage to an opponent. That's deal direct damage and make mana. That's everything we were talking about red doing
it's
and
totally
green doing.
Timberwall.
That was a good one.
What was yours?
Grum
Man,
Gully.
Rum? Is that the guy that makes the
Dude,
poem counters? I got it.
The
Non-human.
goblin that makes everything else. Yeah. I love this card, dude.
It's a good card, but I don't think it's
non-human. And you can
ZUU.
force feed your other
R.
creatures mushrooms.
Z-
This is me as a magic
UUR.
card. These mushrooms, bro.
no two use.
Like, read the flavor
Oh,
text.
try
bro.
one.
It's so good. That card is amazing.
I don't think that's
I'm not changing my post off. Grumgully. Red green is the non-human colors.
What is it
so
then?
I'm gonna stick with Grumgully.
if I type in Druid, it's like a million
Goblins and
cards.
elves, those are both not
You
creatures.
know, we are
They're not
missing
human.
the most green-red card, right?
Metamorphose.
What?
No.
There it is,
Metamorphosis.
right here. Look at this
Yeah,
card.
I know who. I've
No,
seen
this
card,
is
I've
not
played it.
debatable. This is
Why
the
do you
most
why
No,
why,
I
why do you
think it
think
is
this is debatable?
debatable.
Why do you think this is not
because
debatable?
it's tap to add a green
Yep.
and deal 1 damage to your opponent directly.
But this
Those
is
are
like
both things
this.
that they do.
Okay, so it's a Lana Rolf and a bad pinger.
Yes, exactly. It deals direct damage to your
The
opponent.
actual
That's
right
it.
choice is
Red and
Huntmaster.
I thought it was
Those are
Huntmaster too,
those.
but that's like a.
Oh, it's 100%. It makes 2/2 wolves and it pings. Like those are both like right.
But does red green really
That's
game life?
BS. We've been talking about how green is the color of ramp, and I give you a ramp card, and you tell me no.
Yes, but
and then
you're
you're like,
just
well,
picking-
it pings, and so does that. Get out of here.
It could be. You could argue Xenagos.
I make the ramp better.
Yeah.
I was
like
thinking.
Grumgully.
I was
I think it's
thinking the
Huntmaster.
what's the enchantment god where you reveal the top card, and then if it's a land, you deal 3. If it's a creature or a land,
That's
you gain.
Chrono.
Chronos,
That's
it's blue-red.
blue-red.
It's blue-red.
No.
No,
There's a
I know.
green, red one
Yeah, it's
that-
the Clothis.
Oh,
I remember that card's good. I remember.
Yeah,
that
I was
card.
about to say that's like a total green red card too. It ramps you or it deals damage.
Yeah.
I still like
Still not good.
Grumgully.
And you guys are
more.
like, no, it can't be. And it's everything that we talked about green and red doing. Get out of here.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
guys
with
are
that,
just wrong.
hold
No
on.
one's saying You're wrong.
with
You
that,
guys are
You're not
just
wrong.
wrong.
with that argument, then
not
Destructive
wrong.
Revelry is there because it's naturalized plus shock.
I mean, yeah, that's an
You're not
okay
wrong.
choice.
and
I'm not
Huntmaster does what green does, makes wolves and
Yeah.
it pings.
You don't think Burning Tree is better?
No.
No,
Why not?
I thought about it, but it's
it
wrong.
doesn't ramp.
That's
If
bad.
doesn't
Burning
need to
Tree
ramp,
was
it's
a
free.
goblin Instead of a human,
Alright,
it would
alright.
be-
Domri
we
Raid's
would-
terrible. Locust is bad.
Why is Domri Raid
Green
terrible?
Tree is
Gruul's
bad.
all about fat creatures, and it has the fight ability,
But
which
you're
was
talking
new.
about- See, and that's why I said we're going to argue every time because my
Jeff took
choices
this
were based
literally for
on
some reason.
green and red, not Gruul as in the Gruul that was created with with the
Ravnica?
guilds in Ravnica.
Oh my god! As we
Maybe
keep
it's-
explaining to you, it happened before
No.
the guilds, bro.
Nope.
There
Maybe
was
it's
multicolored
angry.
cards. They had.
There
like,
were, but they were not guild styled. Everything as we know it for the style of cards that comes out of these colors is born from the guild's colors.
You don't like
okay.
this one where it's like Stone Rain and
Oh, I love that card.
yeah.
Dude, I played
This
that
is
immediately for so
naturalized
long.
Stone Rain. This the only thing that's like destroy target creature is like really bizarre. This
You guys are gonna hate my green-white choice.
dude, green white.
BTE?
There was only one, and I'm
BTE
Yeah,
is a
there
color
is only
pipe
one.
break because it's a human.
It's a what?
BTE is a color pie break because it's a human.
PT.
Burning Tree Emissary.
Okay,
Oh,
gotcha. Okay,
Yeah, agreed.
all right.
Nope.
I was
Nope.
Voice of Resurgence.
Gaddock
not
Teague, 100%.
Yeah, Teague's a big one.
All right, I need you to
Motherfucker,
look up a
back
card
then,
for me.
forgot about Teague.
Yeah, everybody forgets about Teague.
I want you to look up a card called Nova Blast Worm.
I know what it is.
It's a Ravnica.
go
That's a
with
5/5.
No, Blast Storm's the one that's got, isn't it Convoke?
No,
No.
no, it's
No,
Wrath
it's
of
a
God.
big
in
worm
general.
that when it attacks, it destroys all other creatures.
Okay.
So it's a
Gross,
giant
also good.
fatty in green that attacks and blows stuff up.
But I thought green was.
So you don't think that green white is the enchant? Like Sterling Grove is like purely
Again, that's
like
green
Sterling
white.
Grove.
okay.
That's
Well,
like
Yes, and that's
The
what we're
identity.
rating. God.
no.
It's Gaddock Teague, 100%.
yeah,
Can you go
she's
with
good.
Armada Worm? Can you pull that one up?
Armada worm?
Penis worm.
Isn't that the one that just makes a 5/5 when it comes in?
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if you would bring it up.
I'll
'cause
bring
I
it
wanted
up.
to- before the
Armada.
next week.
If you're gonna pick anything out of this list, it's gonna be Trollstani.
Trollstani.
Trollstani,
Yeah.
whatever her name is.
Penis worm. Yeah.
That's a dick, bro.
What about Kitchen Finks?
Kitchen is close.
This doesn't really have a green ability.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Go back to green. What set was Reclaim in? What set was Reclaim first printed in?
I guess.
Reclaim?
Yeah.
Exodus? Are you thinking of
What's the
regrowth?
one- Regrowth.
Yeah,
that's the
regrowth
one.
is
Yeah,
like
that's
beta
beta. That's beta.
alpha.
That's beta.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's like,
Uh,
it does have a
I gotta
green
say, dude, I think it's Sterling Grove. There's no such thing as an enchantress deck that's not Selesnya.
Voice of Resurgence is also a good one.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
Which was my other submission.
yeah.
Kitchen Finks.
You wouldn't have.
I mean,
yeah.
I know it doesn't have green in it, but Marshall, when you said this is the only card I could think of, yeah, that isn't a green card. That the only one that doesn't have the color in it is like Marshall Coup, because it's like destroy and make a bunch of tokens.
That is,
green make
yeah.
tokens
That's a
and
good
white.
green
Well,
card.
I mean, that's purely white. It's not a green thing. White
That's
is
what I'm.
white is Wrath of God, and then like raise the alarm. 1/1 tokens have
Green
always.
is also create tokens and has been for a long time.
I think there's an argument that Marshall
Talking about
Coup is
green
also
create
a-
tokens,
is a
I brought
green
that up
white
a
card.
Hunt Master, and you said no.
Yeah, I said no.
I said no
Green
because I thought
token makers.
in this setting that you guys want it to be.
What was the first token maker? It's really old. It had to be goblins, right? Goblins made tokens.
Yeah, I imagine so.
I
Is it
can't
gold?
remember.
Isn't it the two?
No. The first one is the one that makes
okay.
wasps. No, it makes wasps. It's from Alpha Beta Unlimited.
Oh, you talking about Hive? The Hive?
Yeah, the Hive.
Okay, that one does make 1/1.
The Hive is the first token maker.
Okay,
Get out of here.
I want to see what the
I think I
original.
don't know my old cards. I played enough.
All right, big dog.
played
The
enough,
Hive. I gotta read like I want to see this old text real quick.
I played enough of the that old game. You know what I'm talking about.
Chandelier.
Andalar.
The
Yeah.
Hondalar.
Yep. Dude, the Hive was a boss in that game. You just smash people with it.
I like that. I love old printings. All right, create one giant wasp, a 1/1 flying creature. Represent wasp with tokens, making sure to indicate when each wasp is tapped. Wasps can't attack during the turn they were created. Treat the wasp like an artifact creature in every way, except that they are removed from the game entirely if they leave play. The Hive
This
is
is the first token maker. Of course, they had to
It's
spell it out.
Artifact.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I do like this card. It's a great card.
Old classic, the Hive. This is like one of those cards that you got to beat people up with. Like you just got to give them the business.
We used to play that in the 65.
What is? I wonder. Like, so
Yeah.
aside from the Hive, I'm trying to look up the first.
Dude, this is the first one. You can't get a different answer. This is it.
Cards.
You can search all you want.
No, I'm just seeing if they have one for like a different color. The history of tokens. Okay.
The original Magic tokens.
All right. The Hive and bottle of. Okay, we're gonna look this up. What kind of token do you make of? What the hell is this? Okay.
5/5 colorless.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. This card's cool. I like how it's a flip a coin. If you get it, if you lose, you take 5. If you win, you get a 5/5. That flies. Okay. Man. Oh my god, that art. Then there wasn't really a lot of tokens. I guess there was zombie tokens. Maybe zombies is the first one, but there's also soldiers, sheep. I don't know, man. I don't care. I'm off it. Cool.
Go back.
All right, Sterling Grove's the choice. Not close. Not close.
And hang on.
Getting to you.
Slivers you control and non-token creatures you control are the selected creature types. So
Yes.
you can play her in an ally deck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so your allies will trigger off her ability because the slivers that she makes triggers all your allies.
Oh yeah, I want to tie.
That's
it
why
back
she's
in.
good.
There's I was talking about how it was really hard to find Japanese cards at the
Yes.
start of the podcast. There was a person who made custom tokens that were really like sought after from Japan. It was like these anime tokens back in the late 90s because no one was really doing tokens at that time.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to pick up a couple, but they're pretty sweet. I just wanted to say there's some really cool old anime tokens out there that are somewhat hard to find for like old cards like making wasp tokens or like creating copies. Oh, that's right. Copy artifact or whatever was also pretty early and needed to have tokens for that.
I don't think it needed tokens for that. It works like a friction. It was just like a clone.
What was there? There was something that you like copy something because
I mean, the original beta set, which is like a blast to look at, like it's fun to like look at beta cards because they're just pure nonsense. Damn, that's a lot of sets. Like animate wall and like these white really got this shit into the stick in the beginning of the game. Like it had Swords of Plowshares and Wrath of God and
Angel.
Savannah
check out
Lions, I guess.
check out this sick original angel token. I just PM'd you it, Tony. Bring it up.
This is not made by Wizards.
No, we're just
No,
doing
this was,
ally
but this
cards.
was like a very like circulated token in Japan and like the Asian market that made its way over to the U.S. and people would use them as like big flexes.
Since
They'd be like,
God
"Hey, check
went
this
off on
out."
a trip, the angels have become unconscious. There is no way I can be God, but at least I wented to be
Don't
an
ask
angel.
me what any of that means. These were made in like 1997, and there's still like sets of them. floating
Very
around, and I
Sailor
wanna pick up
Moon-esque.
Some of them. Well, yeah, it's because it's old anime. It's from the late 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, old sets are cool. Water Old Magic. Old Magic cards like these, they're so hard to read the power and toughness. Like this printing is just like Jesus Christ. You can't see anything.
No, imagine having a summer magic version where it's even darker.
Oh yeah. Target land's now a swamp. Get bodied.
Dude, there are so many good cards that are like... I wanted to make a deck, an EDH deck that was 5 color. And it just had a bunch of those cards that were like, if a card is X color, destroy it. Or, like destroy all of this type.
Mm.
So it's nothing but like anti-single color cards.
Card.
Yeah, just basically nothing but hate cards for specific colors.
Goddamn summer magic. It's so expensive.
Like, yeah, this is really rare.
Gotcha. So Summer had like some new wording. I'm trying to see like the big difference. All right. What do we got? That's gonna be it for cast, guys. Unless you have anything you want to throw in.
Hold on. It's time for me and Josh to play our second game.
Sure. All right, guys. Hit me up with a hot.
Take.
Yeah, make it sizzle, baby.
Zelda over Final Fantasy. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
I think everybody would agree with that. Final Fantasy is for pansies, but next time we'll figure out what a pansy is.
There's people in here that get tilted.
You talking about new or old Zelda?
All of them.
I'm talking about period.
All right, fine. I mean, I like old Zelda.
They both came out. They came out both on the NES.
The new one, I don't give a shit
Final
about.
Fantasy just likes reading.
All right, we're out of here.
On a mission.
All right, get your cam ready, Josh.
I typed in color hate EDH and it brought up a Golo stack. GG.
Yeah, I'll start.
All right, gents. I'm gonna go eat.
Okay, have fun. Wait, hold on. What are you eating? You're not.
She's craving Taco Bell.
Are you,
Pick me up.
hopefully,
Pick me up. I want Taco Bell.
hopefully you're not eating ass.
Yeah, I'll have the
Volcano burrito.
meal.
No, get the volcano tacos. That's the best thing they got going on. Oh,
All right,
dude,
we rolling.
you gotta
Who
get.
goes first?
Hold on. Are you like? Can I guess your order? Is it a Mexican? So it's not a
I
Mexican
used
pizza.
to get that. Normally it's like a crunch wrap and then like some burrito.
Yeah,
You roll a 2.
maybe.
But,
We're gonna feature match the shit out of this.
I'm down to finish our last match tomorrow, Tony, if you're down.
Yeah, I'll probably have time. I got my packs right here, ready to go,
I'm
boys.
off tomorrow, so just let me know when.
Oh, you already bought them?
No, I'm talking about like the packs I gotta give
Yeah.
away, and they all
You already
have.
bought them?
Yes.
I thought we were just gonna buy a box and split it up.
Oh, we could have done that.
Probably would have been.
I'll
smarter.
still
Yeah.
buy a box. Like it's
Is
that
it better this way so that we get more variants?
yeah.
Yeah,
Mine
but we
say-
could also end up
We're
with
missing
24
we're
regular
missing
rares.
a specific piece of Exodia. We should just buy it.
Mine are
It's
labeled
cool.
with my name on it, so I'm ready.
I thought about buying it and just saying that I never showed anyone I got it.
Yeah. Nah, it would be. I mean, it is what it is. I don't even know if I want to go Exodia anymore because like it's probably really bad. I think
We
when
doing
we
a high roll again or no?
because
I'll
if I
fight for the Exodia pieces.
because if we get Exodia and then the next set, because Confiscation and Forceful Sentry and all those cards are and Delinquent Duo are all in the next Spell Rulers. Like Jesus Christ, you'll just auto lose. Like you can't beat it. You can't beat the good stuff, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like they just go like, oh, Confiscation. And you're like, well, hopefully I have Monster Recovery.
All right, gents.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I don't know if we can show these sleeves on screen. Might be against the law.
Well, you better tell somebody. Let's
Should I go get worse sleeves online?
you can.
Dude, these are magic sleeves, and my cards have a magic card behind them.
All right, you're going first, bud.
Yeah, I'm getting on my calculator.
Yeah, I'm popping mine up on my screen.
All right, we got. I'm just gonna play some chess.
Great. All right, ready? Go.
Yeah. My turn. Draw.
Yep.
Set. Pass.
Let's go here.
Great, he says. Hmm. Hmm.
Go.
Let's play some chess.
Draw. Set. Set. Pass. All I do is set.
Ooh. Ooh.
Who's gonna be the first
All
to
I do is
tribute
set.
summon?
Pass turn.
Okay.
What a weird opening.
I'll pass.
I hate this game.
Better watch out. I might regeki you. My turn.
Better watch out. You're gonna get Regeki'd.
Yeah.
I'm telling you why. Regeki's coming to town.
I'll pass. I'll set
tonight.
and pass. So I don't have to discard.
You better not lose to all the cool stuff. I play chess all the time. What you got, butts?
There. Gone. You got a stone giant and a phantom. Gonna flip. He's gonna flip.
You gotta flip back.
Sacrificing this guy and this guy for blue eyes.
That's a show. Thanks, everybody.